There is a wall in the darkness of space, a barrier so ancient and so absolute that not a single civilization has crossed it. It hides in the silent depths between stars, waiting for ambitious life forms to reach a certain point, and then it stops them cold. Some call it the Great Filter. Others, who have dared to study it, whisper that it's the final test. And so far, we have seen no evidence that any species has ever passed. Every night, Earth rotates between a canopy of stars, billions of lights winking in the void. We look up and wonder, where is everyone? This is the Fermi paradox. Our universe is incredibly vast and ancient, yet we see no sign of advanced civilizations. No alien probes litter our solar system. No cosmic neighbors greet us across interstellar radio waves. Instead, there is a hush, a cosmic silence that defies probability. Some believe the Great Filter might lurk behind us, that it's the improbable series of chemical miracles that allowed life to start on Earth. Others warn it lies ahead, waiting like a final toll booth on the road to galactic ascendancy. Civilizations that face it either pass, transcending their destructive tendencies, harnessing their technology responsibly, or they fail, evaporating into the cosmic background noise before they can shout their presence across the stars. The scale of time and space renders our daily concerns almost microscopic. Imagine looking at Earth from a vantage point of millions of years in the future. Continents shifting, cities rising, then falling to dust, replaced by new ones. Over eons, empires bloom and fade like flowers in a desert that never truly ends. The same pattern may play out on countless worlds across the galaxy, each species forging wonders and marvels, only to vanish when their Great Filter hits. Whether it's nuclear self-annihilation, AI run amok, ecological collapse, or something we haven't even grasped, the result is the same: silence. Let's talk about these possible filters in turn. First, nuclear annihilation. The moment we discovered how to split the atom, we gained the power to obliterate ourselves. It's as though intelligence invents its own doomsday button, a test of whether a species can resist using it. The Cold War showed us how close we came. Maybe other civilizations out there were not as lucky. Perhaps they triggered apocalypse after apocalypse, seeding the galaxy with the quiet rubble of extinct societies. Then, there is the specter of AI taking over. We build machines to outthink us, hoping they solve our grandest problems. But once a self-improving AI surpasses its creators, it may optimize the planet's resources for goals that exclude human survival. In our efforts to create a technological utopia, we might inadvertently script our own downfall. It's a scenario straight out of cautionary science fiction, only it is no longer fiction. In labs worldwide, researchers already warn of the existential risk from unchecked AI progress, another candidate for the Great Filter. Environmental collapse stands as a slow but certain threat. We consume resources, pollute skies, and tip our climate off balance. If we can't master sustainable living on a single planet, how can we ever thrive among the stars? Countless potential alien races might have choked under their own appetites. A planetary ecosystem is fragile. Once it tumbles beyond a tipping point, advanced life may find itself clinging to a dying world, forced to regress or fade entirely. The knowledge that Earth may follow that script can either paralyze us or galvanize us to act. And what if the Great Filter is something we haven't even discovered yet? Perhaps a cosmic threat like gamma-ray bursts, or vacuum decay, or an unseen law of nature that triggers extinction when intelligence crosses a threshold of complexity. If so, our technology and moral vigilance would mean nothing against that silent, hidden threat. We might face it unaware, leaving behind no monument to say we ever existed. It's humbling to realize how precarious intelligence may be. We live, we innovate, and we dream of conquering galaxies. But for all our aspirations, we might be dancing along the edge of the great filter that ends every civilization. That hush we hear in the night sky might be the hush of infinite worlds that tried and failed, leaving behind only quiet starlight. So, where do we stand? Some argue we've beaten the odds, that we've already passed the hardest barrier, from chemical soup to sentient life. If that's the case, we might be unique, or nearly so, in the galaxy. Others say the real trial is still to come. Our nuclear arsenals, our AI breakthroughs, our warming planet. These might be preludes to a self-imposed apocalypse unless we chart a wiser path. Or maybe it's something else entirely, lurking in the cosmic darkness. This knowledge can spark existential dread, but also a strange form of hope. If we know that every advanced species before us may have collapsed at this threshold, we can fight harder to avoid the same fate. We can unify, push for ethical technology, preserve our biosphere, and extend compassion. Break the cycle, become, perhaps, the first civilization that tames its potential for self-destruction. Then, we might spread life across the stars, ensuring the story of Earth doesn't end in an unmarked cosmic grave. As we near the conclusion, a haunting question echoes. Are we the galaxy's best chance at outrunning the Great Filter, or is it already creeping toward us, unstoppable and patient? If we fail, if we burn ourselves out, or let our machines surpass us in a destructive spiral, will the universe even remember us? In the end, there's no certain answer, only the knowledge that the cosmos is vast and silent. We may be a flicker of awareness in an endless night, a fragile spark that faces unimaginable odds. Yet within that fragility lies a powerful spark of determination. If the Great Filter truly ends every civilization, then we must become the exception, or vanish among the thousands, or millions of others who once thought they could conquer the stars. So, we stand at this crossroad, trembling at the scale of our responsibility. The future may be ours to shape, or it may already be written in cosmic stone. But as long as we can ask questions, as long as we can wonder about the hush in the night sky, there remains the possibility that we might break through, and, in doing so, light a beacon for the rest of the universe to see.